I want to talk about issues, not just with me, issues that I see with a lot of people, with family, I want to start off by saying, with my story, born August 1st, 1992. My mother's from Rift Valley, Kenya. My father's from Santo Domingo, Pedro, Dominican Republic, and I was very unfortunate to not have neither one in my life. I was adopted. I was born in San Diego, California, but raised in Chicago, Illinois. I've been through a lot, as growing up, raped, and just going through a lot of personal things in my life. And I left my family, my adopted family that I was staying with when I was 14 years old, after my adopted grandmother passed away. Her name was Justine Baker. It took a toll on me because she was a woman that I can come to physically, mentally, emotionally, no matter if she was not my fiance, because she knew my ins and outs, and I'm forever indebted to that because there's a woman, I told myself there's always be a woman in my life that I know personally that, that would probably know in my ins and outs, but not like my grandmother. And the reason why I say this, because I know there are a lot of people out there that's unfortunate, to have family that's by their side. My sexuality is heterosexual queer. Now, a lot of people don't understand that. Mostly borderline of gay and bisexual. And my family didn't accept it at first. They would always tell me that they thought that I had a little sugar in my tank. So I'm like, okay. I really found myself, starting to believe that. But deep down inside, I didn't really find out if it was really true until, later on in my days of my life. There's, the reason why I say this once again is because I want a lot of people to know out there, if you're going through struggles, don't never give up hope. Don't never give up, faith in God. Regardless of what religion you are, who is your God and who you pray to, keep your mind focused on Him. It will open up a positive path for you,
Yeah. Will you say that again to the camera, to all the people struggling out there, what you just said?
You never give up hope. No matter what religion you are, you have to keep your faith on God. No matter what religion and who your God is, keep your mind focused on Him, and your path of positivity and success will open up,
Thank you. Because people need to hear that, right?
Yeah, a lot of people need to hear that.
Every day, all the time. Because they're going through some shit.
Yeah, they're going through a lot of shit. Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you. Did you learn anything today from your peers?
I learned a lot of things that a lot of people, this shows peer-wise, staff member-wise, and staff, this shows me that a lot of people care about their community. A lot of people care about self-worth. A lot of people care about, what they go through, what they're struggling with, whoever they're affiliated with, whoever, that they care about, they want to show them support, especially within the LGBT community. A lot of people would sit there and be like, because, these modern day times, a lot of people be like, oh, he's gay, he's a faggot, we don't mess with that, that's not our kind, but there is people who has high hopes for the LGBT community. Look at how it is now. We've legalized gay marriage. So we should basically know that there's still hope left within this, There's still a lot of hope left within, all of this that we're putting together, and it really, makes me glad. It really makes my wife glad. Keisha Lay Morris, that's my wife. And it makes me really happy, because no matter what we've been through, we're still here today,
So what's jumping out for me, I've dealt with a lot of people.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of people, all gender spectrums and sexuality spectrums. Could you explain to me, as if I didn't really know, what do you mean by heterosexual?
Queer, heterosexual, queer.
Yeah.
That's a term. That's really a term in the theory that I made up. It's like the borderline. If I'm heterosexual, like I look at trans women as women, so I consider myself heterosexual, but I am queer. So that's why I say heterosexual queer, because it's like borderline of gay and bisexual. You know.
It's really hard to put people in boxes.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yes, it is.
There's a lot of labels out there. It's just like everyone's different. So how do you tell people or explain to people who you love or who you choose to love, and try to explain it in words?
First, I would sit back, because I'm a very observative person. I sit back and I look at people. I can tell by people's demeanor if, you know, if they like what they hear. I tell people if they're very judgmental. I can't just sit back and just sit there like say, hey Todd, I'm gay. I want you to accept my sexuality. That's for me. Because, you know, like I said, there's a lot of people that's really judgmental about, you know, the LGBT community and how we handle and associate and deal with things, you know, in some sort of manner. But I just can't really just explain it, you know, because it's really hard, you know, as for me to explain this. But I can't, you know, I could just sit back and say, I want to tell you this because, you know, I want you to put yourself in I want you to put your opinion in this. I want you to do this, no matter what I am, my sexuality, you know, I just want you to give me your opinion, you know, and I'm very comfortable with my sexuality. I'm very comfortable. So. Yeah.
Anything else on your mind?
I'd like to thank Lee for giving me this opportunity, this interview, to show the world that we're still going at this, that we're still having equality within the LGBT community. I want to thank the cameraman. I want to thank the 2014 LGBT staff, especially me, for putting this together and showing their love and support from people coming from all four corners of Chicago, Illinois, you know. And giving their support, giving what they need most is a voice. And they're giving it to us, you know, by this summer right here. Let's go Blackhawks. So.
Just tell me what are you doing as staff here?
Really nothing. I'm just, you know, preparing things, volunteer working also, and doing, you know, some other stuff just to make sure that the summit runs really smoothly.
Cool. Thanks, man.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right, I'd like to give a shout out to my brother, you know, stay positive. Hope you get out of high school soon.
All right.